All right.
All right, peace. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hello? Did Zoom update? Is that what's... Oh, I'm in the browser. Give me 1 second. I don't know why. I'm not even opening the browser. Be right back, guys.
You're frozen, I think, Daquan, or am I frozen? Yep, I think he logged off. No.
Um, let's close this, close that, and am I on onto Zoom still?
I can see the one that your face is there, and then I also see like the MF one.
Yeah, let me kick MF out.
And then I also see, I think, two Fathom note takers.
Oh, good. Let me as long as it's not echoing, I guess it's fine. But I something weird happened. I logged into Zoom on the browser. It looks so weird, guys. I was like, what the hell?
Yep. It's one of those where you got to go with one or the other, unfortunately.
It makes me feel weird when I make a tech mistake. It's like, am I getting old? Like, what the heck?
It's not just you, dude. Like people I work with do this all the dang time with teams. It's funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Cool. How's everybody going? How's everybody doing? We got Sunmeet, we got Ethan. Welcome, welcome, Ethan. Thank you for joining. We even got Jared Lawrence. Yeah, what's going on, Jay?
Oh, how do I get more bitches?
Man, like you gotta make the money, bro. I think you're too broke.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Fuck. All right, I'm gonna work harder.
yeah. This
But I
is
will say, speaking of success and stories and all this shit that's going on here, I'm gonna break it out first before he says it. We got our very own Albert proposing today. About to
nice.
get another fiance in the works. So if you put in the work, guys, it works.
Nice. Look at him. Cosmo's next, I guess. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, Cosmo might be next. Well, first he's get a girlfriend, but yeah. Or you're next. How about
I got
you?
10 years, man. Don't come after me. I'm playing the field to the end.
And say what you want. I met Anna online. I saw her on an online dating profile. I saw her Instagram in that profile. I followed her on Instagram, and I worked my Instagram text magic game. Boom, got my fiance. It all works, man.
Where's Vinny? Vinny's, oh, there's not hot girls my age on Hinge. What are you talking about? What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
dude, it all works if you guys put in the work. So, anyways, just wanted to shout out to our boy Albert, boy Daquan. Guys, get your online dating dialed in. It's fucking it's easy mode. You know, when it works and you got it dialed out and you got the right profile, like it's stupid not to have that funnel going. And I when I was in San Diego last time, I'm just gonna shout out to Daquan here. I use the exact same teachings Daquan's doing with you guys right now. I just tweaked a little bit and I use it to add to my social circle. So I would have like the table, the venue, the promoter, the whatever, the social connector, and I would just meet tons of women in my sweatpants at home, being a lazy fuck, and just get inviting them and getting them out to the event. And I could be the guy that's showing up with like, six girls on the regular, and they're always like, "How the hell are you finding all these girls?" I'm like, "Well, all this, the online dating, that's the secret sauce."
Yeah, let's do another combined class so we can go over that again.
Let's do it. All right, I'm out. I just want to say what's up and give a shout out to Daquan because I think this is a very underrated class and more guys need to start implementing this stuff.
Nice.
Then,
Cool. Nice, nice. All right. And anybody wants to go over something first, before I start? I was gonna go over mirror walking, but the guy says gonna do it for isn't here. So we'll just start with you guys first. And then I guess I might do banter as well.
Yeah, that was
Uh,
gonna be my question is just some tips and tricks on like developing banter.
Okay, well, let's start with that. And then, Matthew, you have any questions? Just put in the chat, or now I'll have you go next. I know we spoke earlier. But banter. So let's start off with what you have already. Did you take action? And do you what do you remember from what we spoke about last week that's helped you?
Sorry, got food in my mouth. Um, so, and unfortunately, I hadn't actually been able to, like, it was a busy week, a whole bunch of work and kind of other stuff. So I hadn't actually been able to get out and do any approaches at all to actually apply kind of what we did last
Okay,
week.
that's fine. What's the answer to the second half of the question? What do you remember from
Uh,
last week that we went over? Just before
so
going through the notes.
yeah. Um, I guess basically it was kind of like light rapport and kind of deep rapport, and then kind of the frame and invite. Um,
Just go over the banter stuff.
I don't remember we actually going over banter stuff last week. I thought it was more comfort kind of stuff last week, if I remember right. I know we touched on banter, but I don't remember.
Okay, that's fine. So, does anybody know what banter is? Can somebody give like the best example or understanding what it is?
Yeah,
Go.
kind of like that fun back and forth, right? Between you and the person, you're building that rapport, but you're also like a little flirting, a little shit talking, that back and forth.
Yeah, I'll even give you a more logical answer. Banter is having conversation about things that have no depth. They have literally no meaning. Like it's literally like all like fancy fun talk, right? So Ethan, it's my first time meeting you virtually, right?
I was on your class. I think the first week I joined.
A while
Want
ago.
to say like very end of October is when I got into your class for online dating.
Nice. How's dating been going for you?
It's been good, honestly. I have been meaning to come back around to you for pictures, but to be honest with you, like all I did was upload some new pictures kind of with the framework that you gave, like trying hitting some of the vibes. Honestly, all I did was hit probably half of the vibes so far, and already I'm seeing like a ton more, a ton more matches, higher quality matches. I'm just like you just flip a switch kind of, and then like suddenly you're like I've like doubled or tripled. Like maybe not. Oh, yeah, a lot more matches, but like I said, also quality of matches too, like girls that I'm actually excited to go on a date with and who are talking back to me. So yeah, overall it's been great since that first class.
Cool. I love that. You have like a good shape. Are you in the military or something?
No, I get that a lot, honestly. I
It's
run
your
into a
head,
lot of
bro. It's the
people.
shape of your
Yeah,
head, bro.
I got that. I got like
It's the
the
buzz cut,
fade.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, man, I never served or anything like that. I get that a lot. Or are you a cop? Like, no, like I get a lot of things like that. But no, this is just I found my style later on in life, and it just turns out that like, yeah, like a looking like a former military guy kind of, looks like the move for me, I guess. I don't know.
All right, cool. So, I was told that you guys would receive information better, the more visual it is. So when I'm deciding to instruct stuff, I'm going to use this board and I'm going to create. So right now I'm gonna go, it's going to be more like strung out. So this, I'm gonna just put this class more towards Banter, even though the guy's not here. Um, and I'm gonna put it on this board, and then I'm gonna create a training on this that's gonna be more direct. So if you guys have questions, absolutely please interrupt. If you're not interrupting, I feel like you're not um internalizing what I'm saying. You probably are picking it up, but you're not internalizing it. Um, cool. So and for everybody here, like if you listen to things, you can probably recite it or say it back. When you internalize something, that's the actual part of your brain that says, okay, now I know what to do when I'm in field. So when you have questions here, is because you're actually thinking about what you should do when you're out there. So when I was talking to you 2 weeks ago, last week, let me pull your face up here. There you go, Ryan. And I said there's three steps or there's three things you have to know. Oops. There's three things you have to know to like identifying and understanding and owning in on a new skill is these things. I learned that every time I want to like fast track learning a new thing, if I have these things, I'll know how to put myself in that mode to doing it anytime I want. Especially for guys who've been here for a while and are like, oh, I know how to game. I'm just like a little rusty, whatever. When you can do this, it'll help get you out of that rust a lot faster. So, let's go over mindset first. Um, Anybody know of give me an example of a good mindset you would have if you're like bent. What does a good banter look like?
It's just like playful and kind of fun and kind of more of kind of illogical to a certain point sometimes.
Not giving a crap of the outcome, for lack of a better word.
Exactly. So I put this as a perfect like middle ground because you have to be unattached and you have to have the kid energy. Unattached is what lets you be free. But kid energy, think of how kids are. They're like they come up to you, they say shit, they run away, they come back, and it's like the perfect thing to be in, right? And just for a second, I want to like kind of bracket this because this yes, this goes into online dating because it goes into how you date and goes into how you meet people. But I in the back of everybody's mind right now, I'm gonna teach everything and I'm gonna get to examples, and you're gonna be like, well, when do we start flirting? And I want to let you know that like flirting, if you're thinking like that, you're trying to like attach yourself to something, and you should be always flirting if it feels right to you. The thing with the kid energy is they're always doing whatever they want as long as they like feel right about it, right? So like you shouldn't always be flirting. If you don't feel like it's time to flirt, don't flirt. I was speaking to this girl last time we went out, and I spoke to her for like 15 minutes straight. I didn't even flirt with her. And she said something. I was like, oh, I can say this here. And I think I said it a few weeks ago with the whole like the Apple thing. If you were my teacher, I'd give you an apple. Like you because you're unattached, you're not looking for the opportunity, it's just gonna show up for you. But you have to be unattached. So that's like one thing, one type of like mindset you need to have. I'm gonna help layer in the other mindsets. When I spoke to Ethan, my energy increased and I started talking more. And I was like happy to talk. And I made you feel like better than me just being hum and drum, right, Ethan?
Yep.
So like what would you say like was my mindset in terms of my like that kind of like thinking? What do you think is a phrase I said to myself that like can get me into that state?
Um, I mean, all you excuse me, all you really did was like, you asked a question, kind of framed it in a fun way. I mean, like, hey, do you get that a lot, or are you just all you really did was ask a question?
Great. So like that's like what I did is obvious, but I'm asking myself like what do you think something I can tell myself that can get me in that state again? That's the first emotion that comes across when I meet new people. Literally, if I'm like when I go out and I'm like I need to turn it on, I literally say I'm excited to see this person. I'm excited to meet this person. I'm excited to see like who this thing is about. Because when you go into a club or anywhere, I hate clubs, like a lounge or whatever the heck, and their energy level is like at 7, you got to bring it to an 8. And this thought, this actual feeling that I embody brings me to that level consistently. So one of the 4 mindsets I have is that I'm excited to meet this person. One body language thing you guys can have like as a cheat sheet. Um, if you get used to doing this without expecting a response from it, it's gonna help you because you need to be this whole mindset is about being unattached. But anybody here know Chase Hughes? What's up, Lucas? All right, cool. So Chase Hughes is the most known, popular, and best, in my opinion, body language expert there is on the planet Earth. And there's this thing called an eyebrow flash. So, yeah, you just did it exactly. One the group of women that's known for doing it a lot, and they're very like bubbly and they're always talking about shit, are white women, especially like middle-aged white women. They're the best at this. You're not gonna be like, yeah, they do it. It's a warming thing that they do when you meet you, and it makes a person like really receptive. So like that's like a little like body language hack, and there's different ones for every stage. But let me actually do this too to help make it better for you. Um, Mirror, walk, and then this right here. Banter. Cool. So Boom, boom, boom. When you meet new people, you can do the eyebrow flash, like that, like they're not too weird, like it's like all the way up here, like a Charlie Brown, but like a little like, oh, like nice to meet you, like open. It's more of our eyes and your eyebrows follow, but that works really well to helping people become receptive, right? And let me put this here so that you guys, I can come back to this. Shift. Okay, cool. Does everybody know, anybody take a crack at like why, like after you banter with somebody, what do you think is the next stage?
Like deep connection or a
Yes.
little bit more
No, that's the answer.
intimate.
Yes. Literally, connection. Because before you get deep connection, you have to get connection, all right? So I'm gonna tell you why this thing is so like why. Let me see who's on this call. One, two, three, four. Okay. Eliyahu, hey, what's up, buddy? What's up?
Hey,
Man, we've been chasing each other for a month now.
yeah, dude.
How's it going?
I'm great. I'm
Good.
so happy to finally be on your call.
Yeah, man. So happy to have you. We're
Thank you.
going over banter. So if you have any questions, feel free to interrupt. So yeah, great answer, Sunmeet. That is the answer, connection. So we all, every single person on this call wants connection. But guess what? We can't, none of us can, well, majority of the time, because there is exceptions, we can't just start the conversation with connection. Like, what's a connection question that, like, give me somebody give me one that you love to ask or talk about.
Something in common.
Okay, what's the statement? What's the question?
Uh,
Or
could
topic.
be. I mean, I was just kind of thinking of something along the lines of like, okay, you're at a sports bar and you're watching the same game. So you connect on the game and making fun of people on the team, banter about like how trash this player is, things like that.
That's actually that. So I like that you're saying that, but it's both because even use the word it's banter and connection, but that's not actual connection.
Okay.
Send me, but it's close though because there's a transition statement there. Send me what's an example of connection that you've used or that you like.
A deep connection without banter would be like, how close are you to your family? What are your dreams? What do you want to do in life? Something that is meaningful.
So we're going more deeper here.
Yeah. So how closer to your family is a connection question. Even another one, right, is where did you grow up? That's like very basic. Where did you grow up?
Yeah.
Or where did you grow up? Forward slash. Where did
And
you?
that's a common mistake people make. They straight away go to this question, like, where did you grow up? What do you do? And that without banter, it's just like a factual question.
And
I grew
that's
up in
exact.
Texas. Then what?
Yeah, and that's an exact thing. And I have to start here because of what you're saying. Most guys try to start in connection, and they're like, "Why did she walk away? Why did the conversation dry out?" Connection is a lower energy. Banter is a higher energy. But more importantly, the purpose of what I'm saying is that nobody trusts anybody anymore. I cannot give you where I grew up or any kind of valuable information about me until I trust you. So girls don't trust anybody, men don't trust anybody until we get enough comfort there, right? So what banter does is it removes the fact or possibility that you are a serial killer. It makes them feel like you're an actual person. Psychologically, that's what good banter does. So you guys ever like talk to some women and some women are receptive, some women aren't? Is because they've already the ones that are, it's only because of one thing. They've already observed you before you walked up to realize you're not a danger or a threat or a serial killer. So when you walk up to them and they haven't even saw you yet, they're gonna be on a defensive. So what you want to do is banter first. So this is where you always want to start 90% of the time. And to ask a question, to answer a question that might come up, where did you grow up? Sometimes when we're gonna ask you that as the second this is what I call a connection trap or a banter trap. Let's call it a banter trap. People like someone might ask you where'd you grow up like right away because she doesn't know how to do banter herself. What you have to do is stay in banter until she asks you about yourself continuously. So like, and because sometimes like you'll talk to a girl, you're joking, and all of a sudden she asks you like a question about you, then you answer it. Oh, I'm from Antonio, and the conversation just dies. It's because you went too fast. So you want to get used to staying in the stage, and I'm gonna help you guys get comfortable with staying in the stage as long as you need to. Um, so excited to meet you. Boyish humor. Somebody give me one more mindset. Or just a word or terminology.
I guess looking to pull what they give you and turn it into something playful or a tease or something like that, or being on the
Playful.
lookout for something.
Yeah. And
Would
then
like abundance mindset come into play here? Like
I got
it's
one.
kind of it's kind of like what we said earlier, though.
okay. I like that. I'm gonna put that here. And who said I got one?
How about this? Instigate. Sort of
And
like instigating a controversy or being, I don't know, being like slightly combative or like, butting heads a little bit.
yes, give me 1 second on that because that's another one. Role play slash misinterpretation. That's the other thing. Misinterpretation. And then you said being combative, right?
Yeah, or like instigating, just like stirring up trouble.
Yes.
Looking for trouble.
So that actually goes into something a bit, I wouldn't even say it's advanced. I'd just say a bit more technical because you have to have good internet game to pull that off, and you have to already be like unattached or in abundance to even do that. Because most of us come from a nice guy background, and like that's like a little tricky. Like how am I gonna like instigate, right? This is how you do it. This is something I was taught that has changed me completely. Everybody here knows what a frame is, right? But did you know that there's frames every time you walk into a room? Right. So what I'm gonna show you is that every time you go somewhere, people are wearing a hat. And I don't call it a personality. I call it a hat because you can put the hat on, you can take the hat off. But depending on what type of hat it is the personality that'll play out. If I have a job as a policeman, put on my policeman hat, you know why I pull you over, sir? You know how fast you were going? Like it's that's the thinking, right? From a fireman who needs help. I'm here for you. I will run through fires to come catch you and save you. When you're at a club, women are wearing hats. A lot of times you don't know what hat they're wearing. Who can give an example of a hat that women would wear as like a personality that they're doing or going through?
Woman, but a dad hat is the common one that I refer to. It's not related to this, but
Like a it girl.
Oh, go on. You
boss
said
babe is probably another one too.
boss babe is there's a perception of persona or personality, but it's not like when you go out like at a club.
Okay.
Oh, who said it girl?
I did, Ethan.
Go on to that. Go into that.
Yeah, like they want to be seen by everybody. They want to be at the they want to be with someone who's at a table or something like that, or maybe be with the DJ.
Sorry for the replay. Whoever gets offended by
Uh,
this replay. Yeah,
intention neater.
yes, that's the attention whore, right? Like it's not bad. We all, even men, want attention, but the persona, the way they act, is different, right? You can see the girl who want attention. She has the brightest dress. She's twerking on stage. She's loud. She's talking to people when she's
Would
leaving.
mother hen be another one?
Mother hen is one. Yeah, and it's funny 'cause I just found out I'm dating one, mother hen of the group. I don't know how the hell I ended up there, but she's pretty cool. Mother hen is another one. Give me another one.
Probably like the shy introvert type of thing, to a certain extent.
Yeah, introvert.
I was
It's the
gonna say
introvert.
there's gotta be one in the group that's probably like I don't know how to say this other than to use this word, but slut, the slut of the group. But
That's what I was gonna put here. Yeah.
yeah,
So let's say hookup.
hookup
Because
type.
what guys need to realize is like this is just a numbers game. This is a numbers game. I cannot say that enough. Like this is a numbers game. If you just approach every girl out there at the club, 10% of them are looking for hookups. And there's body language cues you can read that are going to in a different call that can show you that. I just want to show you that when you guys are going out, you need to be equipped with the fact that there's optionality and there's variance to what happens. So you got to be able to see who's who. So I'm gonna get three more of the most prominent, and I'm gonna show you how to pick up which is which.
Beautiful tease would be like another one. Like girls that are just like teasing.
Yeah, that's a good one because that's a category on their own. So flirty, fun, and the purpose for them being out is it's not really attention, but it's more is
Gamey,
more huh?
gamey. Like they like the game of like flirting and seeing if guys can impress them in certain ways. Is that
Yeah, yeah. It comes from like they're bored. This is how they receive attention. So it's a little different than attention horror. Attention horror do anything for attention. These type of women like that is out to talk and have fun. It's because this is that like, they have fun from like the cathartic energy of like push and pull. Like this is how they like how people like trading stocks. This is just what she does. So there is that, and you'll notice that too. Um, and then let me give you what's the one I always see. Um, oh, and there's another one. These are ones that we should have had first actually. Um.
early girls? No.
This is what you guys see all the time. I know everybody's seen this here. Sometimes girls just like, hey, it's just a girls' night. I don't talk to anybody. All right. And
This
then
would be like the girls who are like wing woman or somebody. They're just here because their friends are here. They are
and
not.
that's exactly yes.
I was just gonna say. Mm.
Yeah, and those are the supporters. So I think there's like two more, but these are the ones that like I'd say we'd find the more. Oh, there's let's put this one
I
too.
have one that you I saw him a
Mhm.
lot last night was the girls who want to dance, and the dance floor is like the main attraction, and they're always dancing. I was with this girl last night. She danced so fast she'd never stop dancing.
Yeah. Trying new.
So like rather than the ones who don't want to be there, like the ones who went to a different party and then still came back to come hang out with us and dance.
Yes. So those type of women are looking for an escape.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like especially if she's overcompensating, like how men like drink or like porn or whatever, like that's their escapism. A lot of women use
Hmm.
dance as like a thing to like feel free, to let go. Like there's people that said, "How I kissed with this girl, it was cool, but then she just left me to go dance." Actually, Mystery got famous for that. I just gotta go dance and do this thing, and yeah, they're looking to escape. Like a lot of times, that's the pattern. They're it's escapism, and you'll notice you talk to her, things are fine, and she just wants to go back, right, Adam?
Well, I mean, I'm on a dance floor too. Like I don't like talking so much because when I'm getting attraction, the more I say that it doesn't go in the right direction.
That's fair.
So
Yeah.
I try to say less.
So what did she do is what I'm saying though.
I don't know, dude. I didn't know how to finish it off. I invited her back to come to after party at my house, but me and my friend were leaving, and I invited her and her friends, but she said no.
Okay. It's the way to phrase that we can go into after. But basically what she was doing to fulfill that need, the like escaping of dancing and feeling free, was higher than whatever you invited her to. Um that's
It's
pretty
true.
Yeah, that's pretty much what that was. But so this is the first step though, right? Because I identified that. And once you identify, you know how to react to it. So at first I want to show you guys like how to know like what's what. And then I think I'm gonna go back to banter 'cause I don't want to go too deep in the hats thing. It's just important for you guys to like know about it. So a girl that has before I even go into it,
He's hot.
this what everybody of all the women are showing up in these frames,
He left.
they're already committed to that frame, so you don't want to clash them. You kind of want to be the provider for it, or like you basically want to be a provider for it. You want to show how you're going to be a provider for these frames, right? So attention whore. Somebody give me an example of attention whore of a girl you saw that was out, just craved so much attention.
Super loud.
Hmm.
Like on top of tables and on top where everyone can see her type of stuff, just showing herself off.
Yes. So this is ego-driven behavior. So this should be the easiest girl to game. You literally just feed her ego. That's all you do for the first entire section of banter. I don't know how to talk to her. I don't know what to do with her. Feed her ego. She's shaking on the dance table. Like somebody got ones. Who has ones? I need $30 at once. Give me ones. Just you don't have to even throw money at her, right? But you're just saying that like to her to make her laugh. If she's like on the dance table laughing and stuff like that, it's how you make her have fun. There's another girl who's like, I don't know, handing out like shots to everybody. You just compliment her on like that because like she's like handing out shots, giving out value, whatever the heck. Mother hen, you compliment her. I guess if you're going out, if you want to like help her frame, you compliment her on how good of a friend she is. All right. And let's say you want to get a girl, then you use the conversation tactical tactic. You had a question? All right. Let's say she's mother hen. Then you have to compliment her on her ego, right? Like think about you guys, right? That you guys go out to help other guys, like wingmen. If a girl came up to you and say, "Hey, I know you're a really good friend," and you're gonna be like, "Huh? Why do you say that?" I see what you're doing in here, helping him talk to other women, and that takes a lot of confidence. You're gonna melt. You're gonna be like, "Wow, like." You're not like other women, huh? That's literally going to be like the thought that comes to you. So say the same thing to her, like, hey, oh, you're like the provider of the group. You're protecting her. You make sure like she's safe. I love that about you. High five. Let me ask you a question though. She's like, what? Well, are you the type that like, when your girl, when she would see something good and valuable, would you be happy for her? She's like, yeah, of course. I'm her friend. I'm like, well, I want to get her number, and I just need you to know that I'm not like one of those other like douchebags. I'm actually gonna care for her. And then you just keep talking to her, win her over, and she's like, "Oh, well, yeah, I would love to introduce you to Jessica." And like, well, actually, and even ask her, like, actually help me, like, what kind of dickhead guys has she been through before? Like, she's gonna validate why she's doing her job, and then she's gonna let you all in, right? But Mother Hen just value her supporting nature. Does this make sense, everybody?
Makes sense to me.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I gotta probably rewatch this call. I'm trying to
Okay.
take notes, but I'm also staying present with this.
All right, cool. So I'll just go into one more example and then I'll get back to the main thing at hand. But anyway, introverted girl, you guys have a line for that already. The introverted girls are the one that either by themselves, there's two that could be by themselves, or is one that's by themselves. And they're gonna see them on their phone or being distracted. They say something like, "Oh, is it more fun in there than it is out here?" And the reason why this is actually the easiest is because introverted girls don't need banter. They want to go straight to connection. What they're doing is very fucking boring. And they're not good at this stage. People that say, oh, I'm introverted, they just don't know how to fucking banter. They've bantered for so long that it was bad. They just quit, and they say, hey, I just want to connect. So a lot of times when guys go into clubs, they have low energy and they talk to women by themselves, the conversation goes a lot better because you don't have to do all this extra shit. I'm sorry, banter isn't extra shit. It's actually the best part. But introverted girls that are by themselves, you don't have to banter as much. You can straight go for the punch. And girls that are for hookups, guess what the best thing is to do?
Banter.
Um, that's a great easy answer. Yeah, I'll take that.
You
Okay. Because
just
technically,
skip
Take your
you
wins where
skip
you
the
can.
connection part.
I was just thinking, what's the opposite with an introverted girl as opposed like what was the opposite of what that one wants if we're going from an introverted girl to a hookup girl? Oh, it's got to be the opposite thing, right?
so yeah, it's actually invert. It's actually diagonal, but that's a great answer still.
Okay.
That is a great
Okay.
answer.
Okay.
That's not even wrong. That's actually correct. Somebody saying something else?
I
Um,
was just gonna say that you just skip the connection part. You just go from banter to the next stage, like transition.
What touch
um,
barrier? Is that kind of where you're going with it, or
Oh, they
so
want flirting.
yes, that's the answer. Those two of the skipping this part, you never want to really do. I'll explain why on another call, but like if you have sex with a girl that because before you have sex, you have to do deep connection, or else she's gonna feel like she's having sex with a stranger. If you have sex with a stranger, it's just gonna be so much resistance, and then if you fuck a stranger, she's not gonna want to see you the next day. So it's just never the right way to go about it. So you always want to go, you always want to have all four stages. You just never want to
Hmm.
skip a stage. And this all
Okay.
is and for clarity and for playback, this is all in a 15-step ladder. It's just condensed. But anyway, so hook up. Somebody else said something else too, right? Flirting. What was the other thing I was said? All right, cool. So hook up, right? Can you go straight to connection? When a girl is ready for a hookup, I would still do banter, but I would flirt the moment I find that out. Because if you do banter without flirting, she's gone. These are the women that you're like, fuck, how did I screw that up? Or like, damn, she got away. Or like, she was into me, but I just didn't do anything. Or like she was into me, but she got disinterested. Is if she's in this zone, um, you doing regular ass banter is not gonna work, and you need to flirt so you can then get her out to like doing some like connection. And then you could go to deep rapport and then you can have sex. But the thing with flirting, you guys can flirt in every stage. So like I don't want like that's why flirting isn't listed here. Like flirting is one of the things you can like put in all stages. Just like talking about sex is it's in all stages. It's just a way to have a conversation or a topic.
Yeah,
But
hey, Daquan.
hmm
Um, when you say flirting,
hmm
you mean like obviously sexual, like making it obvious that this is a man to woman like hookup situation. What you can't just jump into talking about sex, right? Or you do you?
um you can, but that's not the right question. You're more so asking like what type of flirting and this flirting, the sexual tension, and then it's talking about sex. You can talk about sex whenever you want. But what you don't do right now, to answer that question, what you don't do in the beginning is you don't start build under most case scenarios, 90% of the time, you don't start building sexual tension, right? What you start doing, what I am saying you have permission to do all the time, is to do what I call forward flirting. And you said like this is where I start being intentional, where like this is where I start like talking about hooking up, or it's like a man and a woman. It's always a man and a woman, so it's obvious you want to hook up. It's just whether you want to hook up in a relationship or just hook up in a relationship. It's really only two things that happen. You're not talking about business, so it's only so those things are implied. So when it comes to flirting, it's three ways to talk about the implied nature, right? You can be direct, you could be indirect, or you could be suggestive or like misinterpret things like that. Being direct, being indirect, misinterpreting, or being suggestive is always allowed.
Direct, indirect, misinterpreted.
And then, so direct, indirect, misinterpretation, like three words, and then I'd circle it. And then above that, I'd put forward flirting. For everybody taking notes, this is how it would look. Um, direct.
Yeah, I'm trying to write all this down, but
Yeah,
Can you give like one example of each direct, indirect, just one to kind
absolutely.
of add a context?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, this is getting a little deep today, but
direct, indirect, misinterpretation, forward flirting.
so like I don't want you guys to like I'm trying to like just circle. And let me know if you feel like this is like ever confusing or going against other things that might be confused. Just let me know that, guys.
I have something that's exactly this. Because I've been taking a survey of all the coaches and asking what's their definition of flirting or what does flirting look like? Um, and people got a lot of different answers. But the example that I hear in the videos is this line about getting married. Let's fly to Vegas and get married. And to me, that's like the worst thing you can like. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Why
So
would you want to do marriage? Why would you talk about marriage in New York? First of all, have you a red flag? And then, I mean, I get the flying places and doing stuff, but why get married? That's not hot, really.
yeah, there's a
It's
lot there.
too, it's too on the nose.
Yeah, there's a lot there because that line does work. It just doesn't work for everybody in every place. Women romanticize being married more than men, and if we're looking to get hook up with a girl, it's completely out of place for us because it's like I don't want you to even think about marriage. Like I don't need to think about the bedroom. Like
I might never even call you again. Like,
yeah, yeah,
married.
yeah. So it'd be bad misinterpreting. Like that wouldn't be good for you. But what I want to show you though is that how this that's why I like creating frameworks. I realized like how our brain works, guys, which is why I teach this way. Our brain works like a computer file. It's like brackets and folders. And we were taught things that just fit randomly. So I want to put everything condensed in these files. So you're like, oh shoot, I only have three options in this stage. All right, well, I'm gonna do this. So what you said, in which I don't think you like this for some reason. I think you do for when it comes to making frames. But I don't think you like it in terms of flirting because you said it's too on the nose. And when you're a really good flirter, like when you're a person that's really good at flirting, that's exactly how you think. Like when you're good at flirting, you're like, nah, that's too obvious. That's literally like one of the great fucking signs of that. So it doesn't mean because like me, right? I know a lot about flirting, but like I actually don't like being indirect. I like being direct. So and it's a taste thing. But the reason why I'm saying it's good to be indirect or like that, because it takes more brain muscle, it takes more capability to be able to do that. It's more effort. And if you
I
do the
mean,
right
I
thing,
could think of a lot more things to
indirect
do with
lines.
that line than let's fly to Vegas.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. So let's fly to Vegas together.
Plus, that line is so antique, bro. Every hot girl's probably heard it 10 times
Every
already.
hot girl has already, yes, 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 absolutely, absolutely. So let me give you guys another example. And I'm gonna answer, I think send me said the last thing. What's an example of direct, you said? Or the indirect? Which one did you ask for? Send me.
I wanted like all of them just so that I can differentiate,
Okay,
just
cool.
like one.
I think the question actually was asked was so forward flirting is using any of these things to bring the conversation forward to what's fucking obvious, which is you are a man, she's a girl, and she wants to know if you're interested. So bringing the conversation forward. If you're not flirting with a woman, then there's no attraction. So you have to do this, even if she's your business. Like I'm of the argument that like if you're talking to a girl, period, there should be attraction, even if you're like when you're single, it should always be attraction. Like that's just what's one of the pillars that's going to hold the thing you guys have together. Um, so yeah, so direct. So what's one of my direct ones? So you can use these in any category. When a waiter comes to my table and she says, "Hey, um, how's everything?" I'm saying better. Everything's wonderful now that you're here. Everything's better now that you're here. That's direct, right? If I walk up to somebody and I say, "Wow, I bet guys come over here and talk about how lovely your body is, but I can tell you have a bomb ass personality." Hi, I'm Daquan. That's direct. If like my intentions are like boom, right in your face. If I say, "Hey, I've asked you out on a date, would you say yes?" That's direct. That's a little flirting, I guess, 'cause he's still asking her on a date. Like these things are direct. So it's more like, oh, I see what he's doing. There's no thinking. The indirectness is like where there's like a gap where she has to fill in herself. That's why it's like that's why I consider better flirting because it takes more thinking or brain power or technique. Um, so I'm gonna give you an example. What's an indirect line you like to use, Adam?
Uh, like, damn, you're fit. Do you do yoga or spin class? Like, do you working out? You work out a lot, something like that. Like, damn, your body's good. You working out, kind of a vibe. I don't know. I don't know how I deliver it in the
That
moment.
I feel like that is something that you can say to a man also, right? So maybe that could be a litmus test. If the line doesn't make sense to a man, then it's probably not flirting. If it makes sense to a man, it's not flirting because there is no man to woman dynamic. As a man, you can also appreciate another man's body, but uh,
I know what it is. Oh, go ahead.
So yeah, it depends how you say it because like I can say, man,
mm,
send me like you got some nice hair. I can say like send me your hair. What's different? So it depends how you say it. That's why like this whole flirting thing, like that's why I was thinking about how to create this video on Banter. It's so elusive. Like that's why and to everybody's thing too, Adam. Everybody has a different definition because it's like explaining love. Like there's no brick and mortar definition for love. Like so flirting,
Yeah,
it's the same. This is just what I created. So you got
mm.
so it can help put everybody on the same page. So there's like no right and wrong. I'm just doing this because this is the most basic way to repeat the process.
I'd like to add something to the indirect write-up is that maybe it's something if you said it to some guy's wife, you won't get punched in the face for it. Like there, I know some dangerous people that like if you came up to his girlfriend and said some like crazy shit, like the dude will get mad at you. Like if you don't know they're together, in a mixed group, you're not really saying, hey, people come over to tell you got a bomb ass body. Like, you know, it's not always the appropriate time if you're in mixed company.
But indirect is probably more like third person type of thing. Would you say?
Give me an
Uh,
example. You're getting this could be yes. There's one in here. Go ahead. Um, why you think about that? What you're saying, Adam, is something that gets a little bit more covert because that's not indirect. Indirect, it should be obvious to everybody listening. You just have to think about it. When I say
uh,
better that now that you're here, everybody listening like knows, right? Like honestly, there's even like a little bit of thinking there, right? But like with indirect, it just all you have to do is think about it. What you're looking for is something that's like it's called an innuendo. So like there's certain things that'll fly over a guy's head that a woman would get, and that's like another category that's only necessary in like a social situation. But that's not what you want in this type of
what'd
situation.
you call it? A window?
And it's called an innuendo, which means it's double meaning. Which means
Indie.
that yeah, it's a it's this is actually really high level, but it's a way to flirt where nobody else in the room knows what's going on.
Yeah, I've seen this where the two people they're just talking and then all of a sudden they fucking leave together. You're like, God damn.
Yeah. Innuendos, yeah. When women are fucking phenomenal at it's like how to use passive aggression in like a positive way. Like sometimes you're talking to somebody like I didn't know he was mad. Yeah, it was being passive aggressive. So it's within your body like it's within your body language what you're saying. But that's a whole nother thing that I'm not going to get into on this call. But that's where that's leading. But indirect is more for give me that example you were saying. I think Ryan was saying it.
No, mine was just like more like third person,
Give me an
or like kind
example.
of like the third person kind of thing of like you're talking about uh something about her, but like you're not saying like you're saying it to her, like maybe someone else or
Hypothetical.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You can use that to start a conversation, but that's not the point itself. So how you would use that to start a conversation, you say, look at that couple over there. They don't look happy. Like I bet they've been together for like years and look like sad as fuck. And then I look at him like, we'd make such a better couple. I look back like, wouldn't we? Like so like that's direct. You could be direct. You can say whatever you want, but use them as like a starting point, and then you can start being indirect. Like you can say whatever you want, but like you can start a conversation that way. Yeah, that's not a thing on its own. Let me
I
give
heard
you
Sid
one.
say something like if a guy wanted to come and talk to a pretty girl, what should he say? That was his opener. And not a bad opener.
That's indirect.
That's indirect because you're like this hypothetical person. So even your line, if I asked you on a date, would you say yes? That's one level removed from reality.
What do you mean?
If I asked you on a date. So okay, hypothetically, like
Yeah,
you're already in like imagination lands with
yeah,
that line.
that's true. So the reality imagination thing is another like spectrum of it, but yeah, that's direct. What Sid said, um, is indirect, I guess you can call it. It's another line. Anybody could add in another one, and I'm gonna fill in the misinterpretation line. This is, what do you say? And Lucas, come on, this is for you, bro.
I'm not at the flirting stage yet, so
You said you want to learn how to do banter. What's the best
that's
banter
true.
line? Yeah, it's true. What's the best banter line you've heard? Give me a
Still
rejection
working on.
line. Yeah, give me a rejection line you've gotten before.
It was nice meeting you
Why is that rejection?
because I usually interpret that as it was nice meeting you, and like that's a polite way of asking me to leave.
It's not always true. Um, yeah, that's not true on its own. Give me one that like anybody give me another one that like that's rejection.
I have
I
to
have a
go back to my
boyfriend.
friends.
I
long
have a
have you had
boyfriend.
that problem?
What did you say?
Oh, I was just joking about it, just like nonchalantly. Like a girl says that, you just be like, "Oh, how long have you had that problem?" Or,
Yeah. Yes. That's the whole line. Go on.
but like that is a banter that line I've used just to like continue the conversation, and then I immediately just redirect it to something else. Like, oh, an example of this that I can think of where I used it. So I play pickleball in a league, and there was a girl that I was talking to. They're like, "Oh, you guys make a cute couple together." I'm like, and then she quickly said, like, "Oh, I have a boyfriend." And I'm like, I play doubles with her, guys. I play mixed doubles with her. But and she said that line, and I'm like, "Oh, how long have you had that problem?" And then just like she laughed, she was embarrassed at that point. She's completely defenseless, and I'm like, "Well, it must be a lucky guy." Because like I'm not trying to hit on this girl. Like she's more of like a friend to me. Like I use her as more of like someone that connects me to other people. But that's like a line I've learned to deflect that comment and make it like turn into a positive. Not necessarily in like I'm trying to take this girl home kind of a sense, but I'm using this girl as more like the wing girl, so to speak.
Yes, I love that. That makes sense. And that tells me you've practiced a lot on the inner game stuff. And let me show you guys something else that'll even put this into context more for you.
I got a line that's a little bit more evil, but it actually worked in fields. Um, I saw this girl. I was like at college. I got off the bus just to go talk to her. She was like walking the other way. I like chased her down. I started talking to her, and at one point she goes, "I have a boyfriend," and I said, "Oh, really? When's the wedding?" And it made her reevaluate her entire like future with this guy. Like I could see the wheels spinning in her head.
That would definitely throw her off, dude. That's good.
Bro, so she ends up rejecting me or something. Like I don't know. I was like trying to get her number. She was like, "No, no, I have a boyfriend." But then we were walking to the parking lot where her car was, and my house was right near there. I'm walking to the end of the parking lot, and she pulls up in the car, and she goes, "How far is your like? How far away do you live?" So it definitely turned "I have a boyfriend" into like get in the car.
Yeah. The only thing that was missing, bro, but that was like perfect, is Adam over here wrecking families. Good job though. The only thing
Hmm. Hmm.
that well, it's good. I love your mindset. So and even to what Matthew was saying, when that happens, the reason why I don't want to go too much into details because this is not about flirting, it's about bantering, is that after these are your web this is your Batman toolkit. After these things happen and then you get stuck, oops, go back up here. Go back to the mindset shit and start bantering. And banter does not mean, and I want just to be very clear to everybody, banter does not mean flirt. Like if anybody got that mixed up at any point in the call, like drop that. Banter does not mean flirt. Flirting is just an option. Like it's just an option. If you don't flirt with the girl, it is not weird because you're still just talking shit and having fun. So what that mean, like banter is like no pressure. I'm just here to have fun. I don't want anything from you. You don't want anything from me. We're just two humans vibing. That's literally unattachment, right? Um, but yeah, like this is just things you can use to sprinkle in the conversation. Um, so after you spoke to her and that happened, you should have went back to being a regular person. And then like honestly, because you were guys already even started at point, what you did, it's gonna get complicated. I'll tell you later, bro. I don't want it to get too complicated. But once you do that, once you do that, because you keep getting these good situations that like it gets very contextual. But basically, once you do that, come back to banter, and then because of that convo, you can go to connection. Your connection can be really easy at that point, right? At that point, she's looking to connect with you, but to get her comfortable to do that, you just come back here really quickly. Then you can start going here. Right here, remember what this is right here, guys? This is the actual thing. It's just a wall. Women are not going to open up to you until you release and remove this wall. What you did was you went through a wormhole that I'll teach later, but I don't want to go into that right now. But you did a wormhole thing that could get you right here. And right here, guys, is where everybody wants to get to. And I can't coach you on this stuff, so you can get here all the time. Um, But yeah, so I'm gonna finish with the mindset stuff, and then I'm gonna give you some drills, and I'm gonna give you some examples to help you with banter. Okay. Who wants a copy of this whole sheet? Nobody?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Send me and Adam. All right. I'll see
I
if I can.
do.
All right, it's gonna be $30, guys. I'll see if I can put it up in the thing on a group. Excited to meet you. Playful role play interpretation. Um, give me another mindset. 'Cause I have this written down on my paper. I want to see who can guess it.
Kind of trigger emotion.
Um, go into that. Go into that. Excited to meet you. Abundance is right here. Here's one. And I'm gonna give you one more before I get to the next thing. Host. A lot of guys have anxiety because you don't know where your hat is, you don't know what to do. Like it's kind of like a lost thing. Ryan, if I flooded your house with like 30 women and you didn't know any of them, but it was your house, 30 hot Latina women, would you talk to them?
Yeah, I would.
Right? Would you know what to say? Would you think about what to say?
Uh, that'd be the hard part. I'd try to talk to him. I'd probably be able to like going in because this is my house and kind of transition from there, but I wouldn't have the actual.
That's the key word, right? Because that's one of the four mindsets. That's why you're not there yet. But if you were in a bar or whatever, you don't feel like it's your house. You said it. So you're just gonna be like, what the fuck do I say? How do I go about it? But it's really the comfort. So when you're the host, you have comfort. So you have to act like this is your shit. Now that's the host mindset. So when you walk in, you greet people, you talk to them, you walk like literally, like this is not my son, I'm the host. I see new people. Hey, welcome. You finally made it. What's up? I'm Daquan. Nice to meet you. Oh my God. Spin, your dress is gorgeous. Mwah. Didn't kiss you in the face, but you look good. What's the name? What'd you like? This literally just I'm just greeting and talking to people. That's the host. All right. So excited to meet you, host. Give me another mindset that's in here.
Cosmo would call it "You're always on trial in the court of Cosmo." Every little inflection, every little motion, he can sort of like point out what you're doing. So what would you call that? Like hyper perceptive or something?
Okay, yeah. That's going down here.
Attention to details or something like that.
Yeah, but the thing why I can't put it where I'm at right now is because you need to have a lack of anxiety to absorb other people. So that goes down here, and right down here, you guys are gonna love. So, jobs right here. So when you're going out, your job, these are your jobs. This is what you're supposed to do. Um,
Is it being judgy, like a judge?
what the Cosmo thing?
Yeah,
Um,
the perception.
I mean, for no, not fully. No, not fully. Because if you what he's saying, it's hard to add context around that, especially since I wasn't on the call. But
But he says it all the time. So he's
yeah, I know what he's saying, but like what he's saying is really good for people that his personality. Like he's an outgoing, loud, charismatic guy, and he looks at this whole social interaction as if it's his world stage, and that's his frame of the world. But Sanmeet doesn't do that. Adam doesn't do that. Ryan doesn't do that. But I think the closest person that does that is Eliyahu. I think he's the closest person that actually does that. Um, so like it worked for probably him. but that's like that doesn't fit the frame that you have. Adam, you have a very I'll probably do this for everybody here actually. I'll do this right now. Adam, you have a very mysterious, illustrious, flirting frame. You have the like, I was a billionaire in my past life and I could seduce you if I choose to. We're gonna have fun, we're gonna go on a long walk, you're gonna love it, you're gonna be entertained. That's your thing. When you're smiling, like, yeah. And you the thing is because you give that off without even like trying. So you have to double tap into that. Send Meat, you have a very provider type frame. Like you really want people to feel okay and be happy. Like if everybody around you suddenly had a great day, you had a great day. And that's how you are, right? Like that. So you have to like double down into these things that you already like people try to, "Oh, I want to be this other person because I saw it work." Fuck that. Double down on who you are. It's gonna shine even better, right? Like I'm a very
Mm.
altruistic, open-minded person. And people love when I'm like that because the world is such a gloomy, dark place. I'm almost like what's that word? Delusional. I when I was a kid, I was very delusional, very naive, because I didn't want the darkness shit to be true. And that's who I am. But apparently people say I love that about you, Daquan. I'm like, oh, thanks. I just decide that I don't want to die and commit suicide. So I have to be happy about something. So Lucas, you're on. Let me see your camera. I'm gonna tell you guys, everybody here, what's their like personality thing so they can double down on it. Um, you gotta stop being so shy, bro. I need you more in the front for like I decided to make this class about banter because of you, bro. Like, like I need you to withhold the appreciation and everything, bro, and the attention. Like this is for everybody, but you inspired this. We're talking about banter because of you, bro. You
Yep,
understand?
I appreciate that. Yep, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Um, what's your do you know your zodiac signs and stuff like that?
I'm a Cancer.
Yeah, I swear to God. Oh, fuck. I should have went with my gut. I swear to God, I was gonna say cancer at first, but I didn't want to be wrong. Yeah, you're a cancer. Basically, that just means you are a very caring person. You lead with your heart. Even without the cancer shit. I just was gonna say it because I knew it. But anyway, you lead with your heart and you lead, and when you have love for somebody and care, you like to show that through demonstration and examples. But probably in the past, you try to demonstrate stuff to people and they took advantage or it went the wrong way or was misinterpreted. It didn't go right. So it kind of pissed you off and now you're scared to talk to people. That's usually what happens to people that are very caring because you give your care to the wrong people, but you don't have the filter of how to like find the right person to give that to. So we have to show you how to do that because people like you do very well in this stage, very fucking well. Me and you spoke last night for I've called a few guys yesterday. I think me and you spoke the longest, actually. And it's because you're not scared to keep talking and going. A positive connection question you should have. This is you need to write this down. What do how does it go? What's something that a person you just met um would have to do for you to feel comfortable around them? Bingo. Um, you specifically will not fall victim to what most guys fall to because you have a tendency of when you ask questions about people, you actually really give a fuck. Um,
Yep.
and it's in your action. Like you don't have to do anything for it. So when you're talking to somebody, just get really good at this banter stage because I know you don't give a fuck about this. I can tell. That's probably why you're not like the best at it.
I, I'm honestly just really tired, but yeah, yeah, yeah. I do need to get better at bantering.
I'm just reading it. It's not even about like now thing.
Yeah,
I just know people
yeah.
that love this hate this. It's just I'm the same way. Or was. But you have to do this so you can get to where you really, really want to go. To where you really, really want to go. And this question is going to be your powerhouse, is going to save you because if you like this stage, the connection stage, you're going to love what happens after. So let's just focus on this two right now. What's something you wrote this down, right?
Yep. What's something a person you just met would have to do for you to feel comfortable?
Yeah. Were you in my last call when I went over this question with Send Meat?
No, if that was a week ago, then I was
Um,
not.
So just focus on this and then I'll create a training for comfort for you, but you're gonna love that. So okay, cool.
Perfect.
So that's your thing. Connection, caring, and you demonstrate with giving examples. So you should often go into this like host frame. You need all these frames. I don't want to single out anyone, but have fun, no expectations, host, excited to meet you. And this is very important so you don't fall in that trap again. Only you can be the host with your conversation skills, but do not give any um don't give any non-abundant forms of value for free. Do you know what I mean by non-abundant?
Don't think I'm just gonna figure out a way to phrase this. Don't do things for people that someone who's close to them would, or you that someone who's not close to them wouldn't do.
Not
Like, don't offer to buy the food.
not quite for you
Eh,
because you need to do those things for you. You like doing shit like that. Like you don't even want anything. You want to do things like that. So I don't want to stop you from connect. Cause that's how you connect with people. It's a demonstration. I don't want to stop you from
mhm,
connecting with people. But when I say like that aren't abundant, you can give compliments for free forever. Like that's whatever, right? You can
yeah,
donate your time to people because like that's abundant. As long as you're alive, you have time. That's forever. But like if somebody wants to like buy a if you want to if a girl asks you to buy a drink, don't just give it to her. Like, right? She has to do what?
yeah.
What does she
She
have
has
to
to
do?
give me value first.
No. She doesn't have to give you value first. She has to
She has to connect with me.
yeah, the actual answer is investment and interest has to be there. Um,
Oh,
but
okay.
but for you, that's connection. So that's fine for right now.
Yeah.
Only give um things that are costly to you to people in the form of value once you're connected with them. Once you're connected. Cool?
It
All right.
makes perfect sense. I have a date today, so I'll try to plan it in real time.
Yeah, just stay in these two frames and your date will go
Yep.
well. Just and then I'll go.
Which
All right.
the host frame, and then don't give abundant value is what you're saying, or don't give not abundant value.
Nah, so I don't know if you remember the first part, but the first two frames are right here is banter, is everything on his left side,
Oh, those frames. Okay, gotcha,
and then connection is everything on the
gotcha.
right side. And then these are the four mindsets.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
These four mindsets are going to help you stay
Yep.
in this frame.
Okay.
So the line is abundance, and you're just stepping on either side of it based on what you want in the moment.
Okay.
Um, well, those are two different
Or do
questions.
you not go back to banter? Is there a direction to this that's a one way?
Let me say this and then react to the question.
All right.
Um, so mindset. So once you have these four things, one, excited to meet you. You're acting like you're the host. You're having fun with no you're having fun. You're entertaining yourself. You're having everything that comes with this, having fun, entertaining yourself, entertaining other people, giving value, da, 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 da. All these things, no expectations. Once you have these four things, this, when you're doing this well, consistently, you get this as a result. The reason why these words are so hard to understand, how do I get abundance? What do I do to get abundance? It's not a thing you do. You receive it. I don't, there's no, I have 10 girls now, I'm abundant. There's no such thing. Like there's guys that have 5 girls and they don't feel like there's enough women. So you have to have these four mindsets and then these things will come. The other thing that goes here is anxiety removal. Um, bold. You will have no anxiety once you have these four things. So, even enough, like no expectation is enough.
These four things: mindset, abundance, anxiety removal, and jobs.
No. So this,
What's the fourth? Oh, what's the fourth thing? Oh, okay.
Excited.
Hyperprotective. Okay,
Excited
I
to
get
meet
it.
you. Host. Have fun and
Uh,
no expectations.
oh, when you
yeah,
have those things, excited to meet
yeah.
you, host, have fun. Okay, got you.
The four mindsets, exactly. Um, so I'm gonna zoom out so we can zoom back in. So the four mindsets, no expectations, have fun, be the host, excited to meet you, are the mindsets, right? Let's move this out the way for a little bit. One, two, oops, two. All right. These equals what I told you guys a month ago, which is the mirror walk. When you're doing these things, you're doing the mirror walk. You're doing the right thing. You're just going out, having fun. This doing these four things equal you having no anxiety. Because guess what? You're not focusing on yourself. You're focusing on the other people. Everything right here, excited to meet you, focus on the other person. The host's job is to make sure the other person is there, having fun, greeting them, talking to them, getting to know them, saying shit that makes them laugh, giving them value, having fun. Literally just this is the boyish, playful banter, freewheeling, just saying whatever, like having fun. Like that's what it is. No expectations. If they ain't having fun, you walk to another person and have fun with them. If they're loving you having fun with them and things are getting really good, should I flirt? Daquan, should I get her number? No, fucking leave and then come back an hour later. There's no expectation. Like you guys have to master this so I can get you here. Because you're like, well, she liked me, I'll get her number. Yeah, but guess what? You're like, you're not of this mindset yet. So you're gonna keep a lot of guys on this problem where like, yeah, but damn, I didn't get the number. They get upset, they beat themselves up because you get in and out of this mindset of like this thing. You have to do this consistently for a while, um, so that you're not hovering. Because sometimes like, oh, I'm rusty, I don't know what to do, this and that. I got her number, I feel like my game is off. It's because, and honestly, I even had this in myself. I had somebody check me on it, to open up and tell you guys something. I was wondering, like, why sometimes things nice go well and nice don't? And it's because you expect things. Like you're not letting things come to you. Like the women that want to talk to you, they're going to show themselves at the end of the night, or eventually they're going to ask you for your number. And then how do I know that? No, the girls want to ask you for my number. Well, if you do this and you get here, they will, or it'll make way more sense. If you're scared of getting a girl's number, you don't know if she's gonna want to get your number. Every girl that you connect with wants to get your number. There's no question about it. If me and you talk for 30 minutes in person, we go deep where I'm asking you this question, and you told me this, and you told me this, and I'm telling you those about myself. Of course, I'm getting your number. It was great fucking talking to you. And this is how you get it was nice talking to you versus like, man, I love talking to you. You were a really great person. I'd love to see you again. Like you start getting those type of things when you're in here. But a lot of you guys do this or you jump here because you see women that don't need this and you end up saying, "Oh, she was cool, but she was low value." Because you're high value women know there's fucking creeps out there and creeps cannot do this shit. Creeps don't know about any of this. They just want to do what they just want to get the result. So once you could do this consistently, being scared, not knowing what to say, all those things literally delete as long as these are your mindsets. Does that make sense, guys? All right, cool.
Makes
So I don't
I
think,
have one more question about that then.
all right, and then I'm
So,
gonna Ethan and Vinny for the reads. Go ahead.
how much banter for an online first date? Because you've already at least had some sort of light connection or light rapport for the girl to go on a date with you. So, are you going back to banter to demonstrate that? I mean, is this why girls say there's no spark? Oh, you're a nice guy, no spark.
This is such a great question. So your question is like when you're in person with her, you already did the work to get her number and get her on a date?
Yeah.
Great. So women feel like there's no spark when you don't. This literally is the spark. This is spark right here. If they say there's no spark, it's because she didn't feel any flirty sexual energy from you, or she didn't like the way you were doing it. That's literally what that means. Now when you're on a date with a girl, yeah, you start out every time let's say if I call Lucas because his card fails, I'm not gonna say, hey Lucas, your card failed, what's your number? No, I gotta talk to you first. I don't know if you're taking a shit. I don't know if you're on a date. I don't know what you're doing. So like it just gets the things at ease first. So yeah, like before, like when I'm going on a date, yeah, I was it's actually will be really good for you guys. Um I haven't done this because I'm gonna start doing it just for shits and giggles. But you should have like a first line you always say when you see a girl on a date. Actually, I said I was gonna do this. I haven't done it. Like when I go on a date for the first time, I like saying, oh wow, it's even better than what I ordered online. Or wow, like shoot, like pictures do you no justice. And I spend the day, you look beautiful. Like starting off like that is really good. But yeah, like you should always start off on a high note. Banter just like that, right? Ethan, like
Yeah,
how do
I
you
have
feel?
one.
Hmm?
Uh, the first date opener is standard. Oh, you say hi. Oh, hey, hi, Jessica. You look really cute tonight, by the way.
Yeah, and but like jazz it up because like the
Like as a
girl,
passing comment. Yeah, I haven't been jazzing it up, but I was just
yeah,
stating that intent and then
I
just
love
moving
that.
on. So you want me
Exactly.
to put a little mustard on it?
Yeah, hot sauce mustard. I
All
don't like
right.
mustard, but mayo, sriracha. Why
Like,
not?
God damn, you're better looking in person.
Yeah, it's like exactly. Um, so yeah, always like even old friends like I always do this first, then I go into connection, and I go into the other thing. Yeah. Um. All right, so I got to do jobs, and then I'm gonna go finish the readings. Oh shit, we went over. Oh wow. Anyway, so let's continue. So Ethan. One more thing too, like imagine if you snuck on a call and I didn't acknowledge you, right? Imagine how you would have felt versus I saying, Ethan, hey, what's up? Da da da. Like it feels a lot better, right?
That's right. Yep.
So yeah, that's how that goes. So Vinny and Ethan, I haven't done your reading, right?
Nope.
Um, so what I was saying, I was saying double down on your power. Um, Ethan, we haven't met. Let me see. When's your birthday? I feel like you're like me in a way where you're a very logistical
If you
person.
can get my sign right, you're a very good coach. If you were to
I'm not
somehow
even a good
magically guess
zodiac
that.
sign. I just knew Lucas. It's very 50-50. I don't know. Earth sign.
I'm a Leo, August 4th.
Oh, my best friend's Leo. His birthday is August 5th. Oh, so, hmm. Oh, yours is inverted then. I wasn't wrong. Not only was I wrong, I was like on the opposite side. So you probably do like attention.
Uh,
Does it depend from who? Does it depend from
You know
who?
what? Yeah, honestly, I guess you could say that. Yeah, it's funny because before I got into the program, I wasn't doing like abundance mindset. So like you meet a girl and you're like, yes, this has to work, this has to work. Now it's like I meet a girl and I'm like, okay, I don't want to go super deep. Like I don't want to oversell it with like one girl now because like I got five other that I'm entertaining or whatever. Like or you're hoping that there's more. You know what I mean? So like so yeah, I guess so because that's the thing now. Like I've ran into the problem and I posted about it on school where I'm just like, how do I balance like what's that? How do I balance setting the expectation with these other girls that I'm seeing other women? You know what I mean? And I talked to Dale about this, so me and him already went over that, so you don't have to. But yeah, I mean, yeah, suddenly the new attention that I've been getting because of the program, I'm like, all right, this is kind
Let
of
me
nice.
guess.
When I wasn't used to it before, I was like, oh, I don't care about attention. But now that I'm getting it, it's like, oh, I kind of like this.
Let me validate let me see what I'm saying is the girl you're closest with is the one that gives you the most value or the most feeds you the most gives you the most compliments. I don't know what you say for Seppa's love, but like the one you talk to the most, what does she do the most for you?
Um, Spends the most time
As far as
and does the most stuff, like does the most stuff for me.
okay. Um, has anybody ever told you you have a big ego?
No, no,
No.
I don't get that a lot.
Yeah, okay, cool. So it's introverted then. I mean it's flipped on its head. All right, cool. So um I think you should focus, and it's gonna be so abstract, but I think you would understand what this means. I think you would be the best type of person to grow a social circle because I think you should just focus on giving value to others, and it probably comes easy to you because you might not have, or people might not have told you that, but people who like attention or people like can be put on the spotlight a lot, they know how to play with egos very well. And egos are not a bad thing. We all have an ego, and it shows in certain ways or another. But coming back to, I think I deleted it. Um, do, coming back to you, um, I'm guessing you feel like you want to connect to people, but I guess you don't know how to consistently do that.
Um, my problem getting like when I first got in here was that I didn't know how to flirt. That was kind of my hardest thing to overcome. Like that and the banter part of it. I always felt like I can connect, but I would try to connect too soon. I was asking too many questions at the start. That was always my problem.
Yeah. Okay. So do you know how to compliment somebody's ego?
I think I have an idea of it, but I don't have like maybe the textbook answer to that or like
What's something that you love doing or should put a lot of work into?
golf.
Golf?
Yeah. Yep.
What's the furthest you've hit a ball?
Like 250,
That's pretty
250 yards.
that's pretty good. It's not bad. All right, cool. So let me it's hard to explain this in a way to you, but are you good at reading people at all?
Yes, not to the point where I'm like, oh, I know like this type of person, but like I can kind of get like details out of people based on like the details that they've given me. Like I'm very good at finding out like where a person's from and things like that, like based on things that they've told me. It's like that's just an example.
All right, cool. So yeah, this is not gonna help you with flirting. So it's gonna help you with more connecting and bringing more people into your life. So as for flirting, I think you'll get more from what I said before. But yeah, for right now, if you keep getting these conversations going where you get information from people, I want you to figure out the things they like doing and A, compliment them on it, or two, invite them to that thing of you doing it, or whatever that conversational topic is, and and figure out what drives them. Whenever you feel like whenever you figure out what a person what drives a person, you can always keep a conversation going on and in that way. But you're saying you have a challenge flirting, but you're talking to five women. So how did that happen?
Well, I got a little better at it over the last month or so.
Yeah.
Um, It started off really fast. I mean, like I remember the first event that I went to after, or like the first weekend that like after I started the program. Like I got like three girls on the line that I was just kind of like, I'm like, all right, cool. Like this is like I've never talked to three girls at once, before this, right? So and it kind of just went from there. Like was able to go from meeting them to talking to them on the phone or texting them, connecting with them, using the tips that I've gotten from here.
Mhm.
Um, and then um, and then taking them on dates and then kind of narrowing it down from there. And then once I narrowed one down, that's when I realized I'm like, I don't know if I want to stop like talking to more women just yet. Like I've talked to a girl for like or I've been with a girl for like maybe four dates and I'm just like do I want to get serious with this one or do I still want to see what's out there? And that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Okay.
And so from there I've started to since that decision I decided yeah I want to talk to more women. So now I've got like a couple more that I met on Hinge and like I've got a couple more dates lined up over the next week.
Nice. Okay, cool. Then you're not going out as much, or are you still going out?
No, I'm now I'm going out more. In the last like month, I toned it down a little bit. I would go like out instead of like every weekend, it would go out I would go out like every 2 weeks. Now I'm back to going out like every weekend.
Okay, cool. Um, all right. I'm gonna have to come back to this. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna have to come back to this because I think it's three things. But if you're talking to women right now, you have to, yeah, it's gonna be tough for you. I'm gonna have to come back to you. Vinny, yours is really simple. It's curiosity. So I just need you to like dig in. I think we spoke about this before too. I need you to dig into your curiosity bag and just like ask those like questions that you want to know and not be shy about it, right? And I already gave you examples of like how to like be sharp with your tongue. That's gonna work really well for you. But you need to stand out. Your power is curiosity, where you just need to like talk to people, ask those questions, and say those things. And you know what I mean by that?
Not too much, a little bit, like you said. I mean, ask questions is pretty straightforward, but maybe if you could elaborate a little more.
Yeah. So, do you know you get stuck in conversations? Or like tell me what happens when you get stuck in a conversation.
I think I usually keep trying to continue conversation instead of self-ejecting. And it's kind of like they either have to go back to their friends, they say it's like them kind of initiating they okay, they want to leave the conversation.
Okay, and why do you feel like that happens? Are
Mm, I'm not sure.
you doing banter or are you doing the
Yeah, I'm
intelligence
trying to
thing?
do banter. That's what I try
I
to
think
do.
go ahead.
Like just like playful conversation.
Yeah. So that's the first half. Actually, I think you're when you're warmed up, I think you're pretty good at banter. So the other trap in the beginning is the intentions. Um, because you're like because of how you come off and everything like that we spoke about. Are you doing any like the flirting stuff or like the intention on why you're talking to them?
I think yeah, after we spoke about that, I mean, I was out traveling for work this week, but tonight I'm gonna go out. And last couple of times when I went out as well, I was trying to do a little more flirty, like kind of like showing a little bit of interest, not too much, not too aggressively, but a little bit.
You can show interest even if it's aggressive, but you have to have your body language, like how we spoke about with the not facing them.
Yeah,
So you remember that part?
yeah.
How do you face them? How do you not face them?
No, in the start, I opened from the side or like kind of like not facing towards them, little tilted, and then
Perpendicular.
what was that?
Remember what it was with Albert was saying? What was the word?
Um, just
Per
like
perpendicular.
yeah, perpendicular. Yeah.
Yeah. And did you use the lines I give you?
I think you gave me online dating lines. I've been using those.
No, they were in person lines. I texted it to you and you said thank you.
Let me see which ones. Yeah, yeah, I've been using some of these.
Read it to me so I know it's the right one.
Hey, you seem interesting. I had to come say hi. You caught my attention from across the room. Like I've been using something stuff like that, and then the
That's
other
not
stuff, not so
no,
much.
that's not the line. The line was, "Hey, I want to come over and talk to you because you seem interesting. I also want to make sure you are not a serial killer." So something like that. That was the line.
Mm. Did you text that to me on like iMessage or
I
because these are
messaged.
the ones you send
No,
me on iMessage?
I texted it to you, bro. I texted it. What's your number?
707 203 5000.
707-203-500.
Yep, yeah.
Why are you not coming up? That's weird. Um, Text me.
Yep, let me do that right now.
Ah, these lines. Hey, you seem really interesting. I wanted to introduce myself. You would either you look you either oh, I want to introduce myself. You look like you're really cool or just a serial killer. And then you said good one. And then I sent you the article. Did you read the article on
Yeah,
report writing?
yep.
And then did you go over the the banter script?
The banter script, you mean inside the article?
No, I sent you slower pace, physicality. It goes step by step with like all the body language stuff, holding tension, an opener for the bar, how I get into like questioning talk and hold tension. So basic, so it says step one, hey, I'm Vinny. You look like somebody worth meeting.
Yeah.
Step two, what brings you out tonight? And she's gonna say blah blah blah, and then you say, after you hold the silence, you let her answer. This creates tension, and then you start breaking rapport using a different dynamic, and it says push pull. It says, I like your energy, which is a compliment. And you cross your arms, lean backwards, and you say in a playful way, let me guess, you're the responsible friend who makes sure everybody gets home safe. Then it says you're leaving interaction by let me instead of saying let me buy you a drink, you're gonna say, well, do you know how to make sure that happens? And you're gonna give an example, and then you're gonna give like a joke right there, and then you keep the conversation going. This is like a 5 minute script I created for you.
Yeah.
So just read that again. I think you read it, but I don't think you internalized it. But that's
Yeah.
something that should work very well for you. Okay?
Yeah. Yep. Perfect.
Yeah. But just keep in mind, like, it's a little fluidity. So, like, if she's not the person that's like gonna keep the family and friends safe, then talk about whatever she's gonna do. But you have to do it a few times so you can like be fluid with it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So for right now, just focus on. I think what you should do because you have an actual challenge, like an actual problem, because you're like already out there. You need to start drilling things. So I didn't get to finish the whole thing today, but I said there's minds. I just went over one third, which is mindset. Mindset is going to be the longest. Drill and examples are next. I did a little bit of examples with this, but I'll give you guys some more like banter talk as examples. But drill, bro, you're gonna drill that. I need you to drill that opening thing. That's literally, I literally took time to create that for you specifically. And because you laughed at it, because I can imagine how it's gonna go when you do it, I feel like it's gonna work. But you need to understand the subtle cues. If you don't do that right, it will not work for you. But you need to understand the body language, the head tilt, the joking. Like you got to get all that down, bro. So I want you to actually like take that seriously. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
All right. Cool. I hope everybody got something from this. Next week I think I'm just gonna create a training on like the rest of this and like in a more tied way. And then I think that should help everybody. And then I'll give some more examples from my conversations. For the flirting part, I didn't want to get that extended on there. But does the mindset part kind of help and create more clarity for everyone?
Yeah.
Yep.
One quick question. When you
Hmm.
banter to pump ego, are you
Hmm.
saying that you're not judging them in their court or like you're not tearing them down, you're like subtly building it that like I'm awesome, you're awesome versus we're clashing.
Great question. Yes. But the thing with compliments, everybody wants to receive compliment, but not everybody knows like what compliment they want to receive. But everybody loves compliments, and sometimes like their guard is up. So what I was starting to do with Ethan is you have to compliment people on something that um they either worked hard on or they want to believe. And that a lot of times aligns with the ego. So I went out and I saw this big buff Asian guy. And to me, that's a one-off. Like that's like seeing a thick Asian girl. I was like, holy shit, I gotta come over and talk to you. That's literally what happened to my mind, guys. Like that's literally my mind. I'm like, oh shit, like thick Asian girl. What the fuck? And I'm like, thick Latina. Seen it. It's common. But I saw this buff Asian guy. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. I'm like, yo, bro, like you're buff, you're thick, you're big, like you ball, bro? Like, you play basketball? And he's like, yeah, yeah. He's like, yeah. And then he asked me if I play basketball. I'm like, yeah, bro, come on. Like, I'm black. Like, why would I not? And we just like joked and talked for a bit. Um, so yeah, like find what they want to be complimented on. And that might come up in the middle of the conversation. Sometimes you can pick it up in the beginning. There's other ways people read and figure out what's what, but like that's another day. But just find out what they want to be, what their thing is, and yeah, compliment the shit out of it. They're gonna love you. Introverted girls, oh, like it must take are you the introverted type? Yeah, it must take a lot of energy and like bravery to come out here and like socialize still and say, yeah, I haven't socialized. This is my first time socializing since blah blah blah. Things have been different since COVID, and then go back into like banter, like whatever. Um,
I
but
think a
yeah,
lot of girls like to get complimented on their hair because you gotta like tangle that like they have to do a lot to get hair going.
they do, and if you can not just acknowledge, but if you can notice it, sure. I can't notice shit about hair, so it's hard for me to even go there. But if you notice it, then hell yeah. Because the thing about compliments, it has to you have to mean it. Like, I should actually like hold weight. Like, you can't just say, "Oh, you look pretty." It's like, But like, um, some girls really love the energy compliment because they do a lot to like feel good. Like, they work on coming outside every day. Like, this is women have anxiety too. So like that's why it works well for some women they don't because they haven't worked for it. Think about the time you tried an energy opener it didn't work on a girl. So it wasn't because of how you delivered, it's because she's like, my energy is like whatever. Like, I wake up like this. That's why. It's not because how you view it, it's because how she views it. So if you so it's a being a compliment. I wish it wasn't like this, but it's a little bit like needs a little technique or a little bit of like acuteness to it. But it goes a far way if you pick it well. It goes very far.
If you could
Um,
figure out the attention whore, the mother hen, compliments her on being the protector, the attention whore, like, um, I don't know, introvert compliment on like uh deeper skills and hook up, compliment their body.
so the mother hen is protection. Um, so every hat that was there that are erased, think of it as like, what are their values? So the mother hen is protection. Oh, you're so good at protecting people. Da, 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 da. The hookup is fun and excitement. Oh, you seem spontaneous. I know your type. I'm not gonna get in trouble tonight. Walk away, come back. On second thought, what are you drinking? On second thought, like, all right, maybe one last time, but you're not getting lucky or whatever. The other one was, what was the other one?
Attention whore.
Oh, attention to horror. That's
And
really
it's literally in my notes, it says banter to pump ego from attention whore and mother hen.
um attention whore is you just compliment her on whatever she's doing. Like, she could be attention whore with the way she dresses. Wow, that's the loudest red dress in here. Damn, that's a great dress because it's not even about her.
Shiny shirt.
Shine,
Yeah.
yeah, like they're way, yeah, they're doing. It's not even hard to figure out. They're dancing.
I say you got the shiniest shirt, it must be your birthday. And they're like, oh my God, whatever. But that always works. The shiny shirt girl talk about her shirt.
There we go. Yeah,
I'm stealing that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, for sure.
we are here to
We're
steal, gentlemen.
we're sharing. If it's cheetah print, I go up and I say, "Is that real cheetah?" And she's like, "Whatever." And I go, "Damn, you must be fast." And like, it doesn't make any sense at all. But
Nothing. That's why it's no logic in the stage. That's why it's the best. There's no fucking logic. Um, this is another one because a lot of guys struggle with this. Um, the ability to let go. This is fire for everybody. Every man needs this. Yeah, because I could sit here and show you, oh, you should do this to flirt. Oh, like I thought I don't like focusing on this anymore because this is like the shiny tool for men. Oh, I know how to. Oh, you're a good flirter. You must get bitches. Da, da, da. Like this is such a distraction. Like, this isn't even like need. This is a byproduct. Like, guy, like that's why I want to spend more time on this. I probably shouldn't have did this, but I just wanted to touch it a little bit because you do need it at a certain point. But this, guys, this is the real fucking sauce. Because guess what? You go out, you flirt, you have fun, but you had an expectation. You're not gonna have a fun night. You're not gonna go out again. It's gonna feel like pain. It's gonna feel like shit. You go out, you flirt, but you didn't have fun. What the fuck? You go out, you can't repeat you going out and having fun and being in abundance. It's not gonna feel good. You know why? Because this is the shiny object. This is the dopamine. Everybody wants to know how to flirt and say the line and do the thing, but like that dies. This is what you really want. And I know that because I do this myself, God. This is what you really want. This is why we didn't buy a course on how to do this. This is what we thought we wanted that we end up getting. But what we really came here is for these four things. Am I wrong? Anybody here? Vinny, everybody's getting
you're right.
heads up. Yeah. So like, thank you. So like, because abundance, that's invaluable. To be able to like not have anxiety, walk in a room and see what's going on and read stuff, like invaluable. And to not have anxiety, bro, are you kidding me? People have so much fucking anxiety. I walk into these rooms today and everybody smells like anxiety. I have anxiety, but it's a certain level that is manageable, and I pay anything to stay like this. The ability to let go. you know how hard, men, you know how hard we have it today, bro. You know how hard it is for men today, and to be able to like go out and have fun and not feel like things are like on our neck. That's invaluable. Like we got to be able to like let go and just have fun. So like this is why I love this the most. And once you can do these things consistently, knowing what to say is not gonna happen. Knowing not knowing how to manage is not gonna happen. And in flirting is just gonna be like, well, I should say this thing right now. And I'm already having fun, so fuck it. Like you got everybody here knows how to flirt. You're just scared. That's really all it is. Like you know a line you could have thought of or you could have remembered, or an hour later you're like, oh shit, I could that'd have been funny. Everybody knows how to do that. You're just
It's
worried.
always an hour later though.
Yeah. So, and that happens because you're like, shit, like I want to make sure this happens right. But like now you're after and out of the moment, pressure's gone. Boom, here's the thought. So when you're in the moment, you're just chilling, yeah, those things just fall in line. That's why these are cool, but this is not really like the thing. This is the serotonin that keeps you here forever. Um, but yeah, so I didn't finish the job thing, but like I think you guys got enough to understanding this. This is the actual sauce. This is most people's favorite part. The next part over here is what gets you laid and gets you to what Ethan wants to do next. It's just an equation and a statement. And then next is relationship balance, and that's gonna another thing. But that's all another thing. But connection is where everybody wants to go. And if you guys snooze consistently for a week, I think that'll be really well. I think it'll be really good. Um, yeah, Ryan, does this help with the mindset portion?
No, I totally get for the mindset portion. I guess the next step is, or I think my real struggle is to beyond that is just like being able to execute and be creative, like on point and make my own stuff and not just lines.
Well, then that means then no, I gotta put this back then. That
Yeah.
means that you haven't gotten this yet.
Yep.
Because if you're from that response, that means you have to let's do this first. And matter of fact, let me give you lines because I think that's what you think you want, right?
Well, no, my thing is I don't know how to self-amuse. I think that's the biggest thing. It's like I can't even self-amuse, like to be creative in that stuff, to actually, go out and have fun. I think that's my biggest thing.
Great. So let me fix the actual thought on that.
Yeah.
It's not that you don't know how to, is that you haven't done it, you haven't fucked up enough. So you don't know what's the right way that's gonna get you your results or the feeling you
Hmm.
want versus the wrong way. So you do know how to self-amuse. If you're in a house by yourself, you do shit, you laugh at videos all the time. There's a certain portion of your humor, which you gotta get used to bringing it out. What's your favorite comedy show or TV show or movie or whatever?
I guess Magicians was like one of it, or like Agents of Shield.
Is that Marvel?
Yeah, Marvel
Yeah. Um, favorite comedy?
or Californication.
I don't know any of that stuff. Shit. All right, cool. So we'll go with it on the next call. But for right now, you're just gonna start with this portion, which is examples. Text me 5 examples of like, oh, that's good banter, or that's good. I like that. Text me 5 of those.
Like kind of reels or kind of like videos type of thing, you mean? Or
Exactly.
lines? Okay.
Any and everything. Any and
Okay.
everything. Because what that tells me is for you, we gotta go backwards. We gotta do examples, drills, then you get the mindset.
Yep.
I think that'll be better for the way you think. I think that'll be better for this scenario.
Okay.
So send me some examples and then we'll drill it and then you'll adopt the mindset over time.
All right. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah, talk to you guys later. Great call.
All right.
Peace.